Broadcasting live from 401 North Market Street in downtown Frederick. Named by Reader's Digest as one of the most beautiful main streets in America, this is live from Studio 401. It's the show where anything can happen, and usually does. So buckle up, crank it loud, and join us, because the fun starts now on Live from Studio 401.
Oh, my word.
Oh, boy.
Why do we have
echo?
I have no idea. No, this should not echo.
Why are you plugged in?
Oh, hold on. Maybe it's something. Well, you've got to love it, don't you?
Okay.
All right. How about now?
Nope. Yeah. Good.
We're good.
What'd you do?
We're good. For whatever reason, it doesn't keep I had to turn my mic all the way down. It doesn't keep the same settings that are just always in there. Isn't that weird? You can have like a computer that you work on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you just come in one time and everything is changed on your computer, and you're like, are there computer fairies? Is that what's happening?
Yeah. They're little shits. That's what they are. They do stuff like erasing your passwords and your automatic in, and suddenly one update or changing a phone and you got nothing. And then you have to try to remember. I tell you, we've got to come up with a better way. Yeah. I cannot remember any more passwords. I don't like the ones where we have to change. I get it. It's security. It's blah, blah, blah. They're going to get in anyway. Just let me not do any of it.
Yeah.
I just want to get into the stuff I've paid for.
Maybe you could scan your retina.
Maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Literally.
This is how the mark of the beast starts.
Well, I got my thumbprint on some stuff, but not all stuff. I just want, and you got, Google keeps some, my phone keeps some, and they're not ever the same things. It's just a pain in the rear.
Yeah.
I'm done with it. It's hard because I tried to log into stuff today, nothing worked, and it's frustrating.
Yeah.
Frustrating day, but anyway.
I know you're having a frustrating day.
I am having a very frustrating day.
Do you want to talk about it?
Well, Cat got out of our house, and he's never been outside, and he's not home. And so we're very worried and sad. And of course, yesterday, beautiful, 60 degrees almost, sunny, lovely. Today, crap, cold, rainy, and you're thinking of your cat outside. And I've got all the tips from all the trackers and all that good stuff, but it's scary, and you're sad. And
yeah, it's not fun.
No, it's not fun.
It's not fun.
Not fun at all. But you got, life goes on. We got to do what we got to be patient. We got to be patient. That's what everybody says. Just be patient. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go sit outside when I get home in my snow gear, I guess, because it's like 8 degrees or something, and wait and walk around, and hopefully he'll come home. So
he's gonna come home. It sucks losing a pet, but I've got full cats. They're resilient, and they're yeah. Now, your cat's a little dumb, but I mean, no, just kidding. I know he's coming home.
Like Woody likes the hat, Marco.
Yeah,
Woody likes the hat.
Bro,
when you start wearing hats, he said.
You should. How many hats do I have in my closet?
The only reason he's wearing a hat is because when he turned the camera on, he thought his hair looked terrible, and we're trying to schedule to get him a haircut.
Yeah.
With my girl Roxanne. So
I got a crazy fro going right now.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about why that is.
Well, what do you mean?
Your terrible experience at the hair cuttery.
Yeah, I don't want to. Exactly.
Well,
I went to. It's so funny. My hair is so easy. It's so easy. Here's what I tell everybody. Look, I do a 1.5 on the sides. I like the sideburns a little close. 1.5 on the sides. Trim this up just a little bit, and we're good. And no one can do it. They all want to trim the sides to 1.5. Then like, oh, you like this short? We'll do this real short too. I don't want that real short. And so every time I go to a new place, I gotta say, and I know my numbers. 1.5 on the side, a little short on the sideburns, and then just mix in the top. Don't get crazy with the cutting.
Just need to grow the Bushman beard back, Woody says.
That's Kevin, actually. Kevin Webb chiming in. Yeah, I had.
Oh yeah.
What's funny is I just got my passport.
Yes,
and,
you did.
This is the first picture because my license. I have it on, but
you look like a felon.
I look.
I mean, really. Honestly, it looks like it could belong on any poster in any post office.
Yeah, I was going through a bad time.
Yeah.
In life.
Hey, it showed.
Here, I don't,
it showed in your license photo.
License photos. Can you see right there?
Yeah. You look.
I look like Lee Harvey Oswald. It's not focusing on it. Yeah, so there.
Yeah, even the camera's like, "Jeez, Lord." I hate when you have a bad license picture or passport's worse. Well, about the same, 10 years.
Yeah.
You're stuck with it.
Yeah, so
and they don't let you look. Can you imagine if you were at the can you imagine how long it would take at the MVA to get your license if people had to look at the picture and then approve
it? From a higher angle, please. That's not my good side.
That would be a nightmare.
Yeah, it is.
Although there should be 2 lanes. One lane, I don't give a crap how I look at my license picture, and the other lane is, maybe 3. I kind of care how I look. And then I want to look hot picture.
So you already are taking something at the DMV that is ridiculous, and now you want to make 3 lanes. You just are. I mean, that's never
glutton for punishment.
Yeah.
I am. I'm a glutton for punishment.
Not good.
No.
So that's why we're doing that. But anyway, I got it. So I got a terrible hair. It's so funny because I'm Italian, so my hair grows pretty quick. So you can really, I don't mind when people butcher it because in 2 weeks it just grows out, which is what it's done.
Yeah.
Now. But it is a pain, and then so I looked at it before we were going on the air. I'm like, bro, I need a hat, bad. This is the only one I have.
I love how I look like just a face. I got no hair. I'm wearing black, so there's no freaking discernment between me and the window.
You look like
Why is your window so lit up and mine is not? I don't understand that.
Well, on my camera, your camera is better, and so it's focusing directly on you. Mine's more of a generic camera. Did I turn my light on?
You didn't even know. We were scooching in at the last minute.
Yeah, there. The on-air light is on at 401 North Market Street.
All right. Well, if you're watching live on TikTok, I'd appreciate some hearts. The more hearts I get, the more I know that the kitty will be home soon.
The kitty is gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go home tonight, and he's going to come back, and it's going to be. I know it's a very devastating. Obviously you're an animal lover. You love your dog and your cat, and no
matter how broken they both are.
Yes,
it's all good.
I tease, but obviously losing an animal is hard. But we're not going to worry about that. I think. I have this flashlight that you can see Venus with. We're taking that.
At worst case, it'll start fires, so we can at least keep warm outside.
But you're right. It's the worst possible night to be out.
Worst possible night.
But we'll get done. We'll get it done. You know what?
I'll sit outside. And call the cat. That's what they say to do. Quietly.
There's a few things. In fact, you were talking to the woman you were like, I'm calling I'm like, what are you in Australia? You're calling a tracker of I have no idea. I didn't even know this was a thing. We should probably have this person on our show at some point because she does have great ideas. I guess they're great. I mean, they sound like they work.
So they are actually tailed treasures. I have interviewed them on Good Morning Frederick. It's a ton of people. They're all volunteers, and they track people's lost pets.
Yeah.
That's what they do, and they're very good at what they do, and they give you really sage advice that you should follow, no matter how exciting it might seem when you see your animal. Like even the longer that goes on and. You just got they give really great advice.
Yeah.
They recover a lot of it. She has 10 missing cats that they are working on right now. That's a lot. And
she has ideas that I never would have thought of that she was giving to you. I was just overhearing your conversation, and I'm telling you, not a bad idea on some of these.
Yeah, so I'm going to follow every single thing she says. I got to make some chum. I got to chum the waters.
She did say chum. I was like, we're not fishing.
Well, we are fishing for a cat, so that's what we're doing, and we got to heat up some of the food and run trails of it back to the house, and that's what we're going to do.
Yeah. So the neighbors will love that.
Yes, I'm sure they will. At least it's winter, I guess, and not summer, where the stench of the cooking fish is going to be horrible for us all.
Yeah.
And you know how sensitive I am. I mean, it's going to be, but hey, I will do anything. Trust me. Trust me, I will do anything to make sure he can get warm and be inside, and then we're gonna immediately air tag him. I might get an earring with an air tag in it, so it's pierced, so it can't even come off.
Yeah, well, we're definitely going to air tag his collar. I'm done with this.
Well, yeah, but collars fall off. I mean, he might just have a permanent affix. And of course, I want to see if I can get a GPS tracker chip, because I know a lot of the microchips are just for identification once you find the cat. I'm sure I can pay for a GPS tracker. So now that he's had a taste of the outdoors, though, I'm not sure if it will make him, he'll never want to go out again, or if we're constantly going to be dealing with the fact he wants to get outside. So
yeah, well, we heard cats screaming, so I'm sure he didn't have a great night. Yeah, now it's raining, so he's probably like, this sucks.
Yeah, I'm actually hoping that. But
yeah, so
yeah.
Well, we appreciate you being right here and hanging out with us at 401 North Market Street. And every single night, 5 o'clock, we do this thing. This is something that I guess we're coming up on Thanksgiving, which is this Thursday.
Yeah.
Here's 5 things, the top 5 things you should have on your Thanksgiving bingo card. All right.
Oh, boy.
These are things to expect coming up with, and there's more than just 5 here, but they say the top 5. We'll just go through a few of them. The clogged toilet. Now,
oh gosh,
if we go to our dad's house,
oh god, yeah,
I can guarantee that there will be a clogged toilet there.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, not good though. And look, just imagine you're visiting like a friend's house for Thanksgiving, or maybe a new boyfriend, girlfriend's house, parents' house, or you're at your grandparent. Oh my God, there is nothing worse. I mean, our technology has to be able to figure this out as well. Really, I mean, we got to be able to figure this thing out.
What, the toilet situation?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. I know exactly what I'm doing if I ever become rich. Now, it hasn't happened up until right now. But if I ever have like just unlimited money, you don't really need unlimited money. But you know the bathrooms, I think they have them at warehouse cinemas, but they're just in the malls where you could flush an umbrella and it would just go down.
Exactly.
You know the bathroom.
Awesome suction power that it's gone.
You know,
whatever's in there.
A small child and you flush and they hold their ears. I've had that.
That's what I'm gonna have.
That is what's gonna be in my house. There's no question when I flush it.
It's like the airplane bathroom where it's just the chute opens and the gravity just that's it. Yeah, exactly.
That is gonna be the toilets that I install, so there will be no problems.
Yeah.
Why aren't they all like that?
I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah,
I don't get it because I do think those commercial type bathrooms use less water as well. So I don't know why we fill up as much as we do here just to have it not go down. I know
is when you push the flush button on one of those things, like the ground shakes. Like you actually feel like a reverberation.
It's like a turbo engine in that thing too. I'm telling you. I've had a friend lose their keys. And
those keys, they're never coming back. Those keys are in Haiti. They got flushed at Haiti.
They tried to go to the mall information place. And that guy was like, girl, I'm sorry. There is no way.
They may have actually disintegrated on the flush, actually.
Just the force of it.
Yeah. So that's what's going on there. Kevin says his cat got out a year ago. Now he's...
Oh, yeah. See, that's what I'm afraid of. Yeah. Wants to go out, it might be a little taste of freedom. Yes.
Yeah. Although there is a feral cat community. I don't know if he got jumped into the gang or if he's just a hang around.
Yeah, he might have gone through the initiation last night. He could have, I don't know, could have been good, could have been bad.
I've learned a lot about the cat situation around your neighborhood here in the last couple of days.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is one way to, first of all, and shout out to our stepmom, Banana Bev, who came over at your behest to look as well today in the rain even, and texted me frantically saying, I found him. He's back, behind our house. And but the cat she found, I believe, is our neighbor's cat. The cat didn't have a collar on. I couldn't see the cat because he got chased into the bushes doing exactly what the tracker said not to do at the time, which is yell or try to run after them. it's kind of like the dog theory. Like when my dogs have gotten out before, you don't chase the dog. You actually get the dog's attention and run away from the dog. And most dogs will run after you, chase after you if you're running away from them. So anyway, with a cat, apparently you're supposed to be very, very calm, very quiet, and allow them to come to you on their terms. So.
All right. Well, I mean, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
That is what we're going to do. So anyway.
Well, I can just say this. No one loves me on TikTok or cares that the cat's missing because I'm still at 14 hearts. So
yeah, well, you got 14 people.
Yeah. Well, 10 were mine.
Okay.
But
okay.
Little self-love. That's what my therapist said today. You need a little self-love.
Need a little self-love?
Need a little self-love. So I'm gonna tap that. Oh, look. Oh, there we go. 21. There you go.
All right.
Okay.
See,
Feel better already.
See that?
Yeah.
So this is a story that's breaking online. There's a few. I wanted to bring some in here. I'm going to play it for you, and then we're going to discuss because here. So like the Bud Light situation a few years ago.
Yes.
Okay, or was it Bud Light? Is that what it was?
Dylan Mulvaney,
right,
that Bud Light thing, and everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel, all these.
Right.
Crazy, okay. This I think is 10 times worse, and I think it's going to lead to a company going. Here's my prediction: this company is going to go under in less than 2 years, and it's one that you would have never in a million years thought would be too big to fail.
Okay.
Too big to fail.
All right.
In 2 years, I am saying this company is going to be not around. Here is the conversation that was caught on tape. Can you hear that?
No.
Me neither. Oh, well, I didn't share it.
You didn't share it. You got to share
I was so excited
You
with
were.
the thing.
You
I
were
was
excited.
okay, you know what I'm doing? I'm doing craziness. All right. Let's go back.
There
I've
we
shared
go.
it now.
There we go.
If you can hear this.
Yeah, poor people. Who buys their I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. It's not healthy. Now that I don't do it, even in a can of soup, I look at it, bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer. You?
Okay. I don't know if you were able to hear that or not.
I didn't hear the very beginning.
Okay.
So play it one more time.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let me go back.
We have poor people. Who buys their I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. It's not healthy.
Okay, he says we don't.
Yeah.
He said we make food for poor people. I don't buy effing This is the vice president, Martin Bally of Campbell's Soup Company.
Oh,
Campbell's Soup Company saying that he's basically that the product is for poor people. He would never eat it, and then he mentions at the end,
manufacturing 3D printing meat. Bioengineered meat.
Now, the first 10 or 20 TikTok videos have come up with people that turn the Campbell's soup label, which we probably would have never looked at, around, and sure enough, it says bioengineered meat right on it. Now, listen.
I mean, I can't remember the last time I had Campbell's soup.
Oh, I can. It was 2 nights ago. You fixed it for me with a little.
That was not Campbell's. That was Progresso.
Okay.
You're lucky. That's good soup. No, I have literally, though. And the reason is, actually, obviously, I used to buy Campbell's all the time. When we were kids, we grew up with it. And then I tried it a couple years. Well, Brody used to eat Campbell's soup all the time. And then it just started, didn't taste good. Didn't taste good. I didn't like it anymore. So.
You know why it didn't taste good?
Because it had engineered meat.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened.
And that's the thing. There's so many things from our childhood that, like foods that I was like, oh my God, I loved that as a kid. And you try it now and you're just like, that's gross. And it's not because your taste buds have changed. It's because they've changed the food we're eating. Yeah. It's so bad, the stuff we are ingesting right now. And it is coming to light faster than I think any of us have been prepared for. But I know, having lived in Australia, that many American foods, first of all, they won't import them. They might manufacture a version, but the version that Australia manufactures tastes so much better than what we have here. So,
well, the quotes are: we have SH,
Yeah.
for effing poor people, and I don't buy effing Campbell's products now that I know what's effing in it. Now, this is all caught
See
on
you
a
later,
tape.
alligator. I don't even think it'll take 2 years.
Me neither, because here's the thing. I don't know how many people would have turned a can around and even questioned it. You always think, whatever. But now, and there's
shine a light, man.
Yeah.
They're shining a light.
Yeah.
Cockroaches are running,
And
but it serves them right. I think a lot of these companies started out again, small businesses, mom and pops, brands that got acquired or whatever, and then you get private equity involved. Private equity, I'm telling you right now, ruins everything. They're ruining Southwest Airlines. They ruined Quiznos. They're ruining Subway. They're ruining all the brands that we grew up loving. Their whole job is to make the most money in the shortest period of time and then dismantle the company and sell it. And that's what they do. They don't want to own the companies for a long time. They just want to make as much money as they can and then sell them off. It's terrible.
Yeah, that's a thing that is going on. That it's basically like Independence Day when they talk about how the aliens just move from planet to planet, use all of the
use it and go on. That's exactly what private equity is. Yeah,
for
sure.
Boy, they got to stop that because
they do.
It's not great. But I'm telling you, in less than 2 years, I predict Campbell's won't be able to out of business.
I agree. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about that's a major screw up, and that's not even that's not even like somebody leaking information like stocks or anything.
Right,
This is
right.
trashing.
And it's not something that anybody should have a differing opinion on. I mean, I can't even believe if there is anyone out there who thinks that Campbell's is getting a bad rap for this and still believes it. I just can't even imagine this isn't something we can all agree on. Never buy another can of Campbell's soup again.
Yeah, so that's a story we're keeping an eye on, but that is going to be insane.
Oh, and that might impact them a lot because, cream of mushroom soup is probably one of the biggest sellers at Thanksgiving which I don't eat, the green bean casserole. I think that's made with cream of mushroom soup. I don't like that, but, and some other things as well. It's probably one of their biggest sellers, so...
Funny you should bring up green bean casserole because that's also on those 40% of people want to ban.
Yes.
Ban the green bean casserole.
I would be in that 40%. I don't want to ban it. I don't want to ban it because there are people who actually like it, but I don't like it.
I mean, why would you want to ban the green bean casserole?
I don't want to ban it. I don't ever want to keep somebody else from eating something they enjoy. It might just be banned from my plate. I'm banning it from my plate.
What is it
my
that you don't
plate
like
is
about
a
it?
no-go green bean casserole zone.
Do you not like green beans?
I just don't like... I love green beans. I love plain old steam me some green beans or, maybe saute them, and I'm all yours. All yours. Once you start adding the cream of mushroom soup and all the other stuff and the little onion things on top. No, thank you.
That's what makes it good, dude.
No, yeah.
Wow.
You're the one who this is, again, you're taking a perfectly good vegetable like a green bean and adding all this other stuff to it so people eat it, like the Brussels sprout you talk about.
Yeah. I tell you what I would ban is the cranberry sauce. Does anybody even eat cranberry sauce?
I have put it on the next day's turkey sandwich because the turkey sometimes gets a little dry, but yeah.
Wow. What does Kevin say?
Oh, I was going to say, that's my favorite. He says, no, that's my favorite. Followed closely by a bucket of whipped cream and a dash of pumpkin pie.
Well, Kevin must have some cameras inside of my house. That's exactly what I do. I get the small piece of pie.
Yeah, with a huge thing of cream on top.
Yeah, which is why I got a little bit of
have a little pie with your whipped cream.
Right.
There you go.
Listen, I don't make the green bean casserole is not a cornerstone of my, I will fill up on the turkey. Then I go for the stuffing and mashed potatoes in that order. And then if I have any room on my plate, which I usually don't, then the green bean casserole. And then followed lastly by what is this? The thing that they always make, the salad with marshmallows and stuff. I don't know. That's not me. I'm not.
We don't have that. We haven't had that since my mom.
Yeah, well, that's when I'm telling you. I got scarred for life.
But my son makes a very mean macaroni and cheese, and everybody has their favorite. I love the stuffing as well. Stuffing is probably, right after the turkey for me.
Now, do you do the stuffing inside the gibbler, or what that is? You throw it up in
the cavity.
In the cavity.
In the cavity. I can tell you have not cooked a turkey. Have you ever cooked a turkey?
No. Have
you ever cooked? Do you remember the little like Cornish hens? They were big back in the day.
No.
There's like a little mini turkey. Yeah. You haven't done any of that.
I just watch people do it.
Yeah.
And they say actually.
Oh, Kevin says mandarin salad. Oh, yours was the mandarin oranges salad.
Mandarin, that's what it was. Yeah.
I think my grandmother used to make. It was the pistachio salad. It was like the pistachio Jello with the marshmallows and some other stuff in it too. But yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah. So, a lot of things happening at Thanksgiving. Of course, it is in just a couple of days, 2 days till this year's Thanksgiving. This is going around on Reddit. And then it sparked a question for the internet for etiquette on refusing leftovers. Basically, this guy's like, look, we went to my mother-in-law's. She kept saying, no, you need to take some more leftovers. Take some more. And finally, he had to say, no, I said no. Please respect that. Now, I always take leftovers. It's funny because when I moved up here, you said, dude, my fridge is nothing but leftovers. There hasn't been leftovers in that fridge ever since because I don't let leftovers go.
You don't. You
I've
are
been eating
good.
pizza for 3 days over here.
Yeah, I could have used you for years and years for sure because I hate wasting food. I hate it. I eat as much as I possibly can of any particular item just so it doesn't go to waste. But yeah there has not been any waste pretty much since you have been here. But, look, I mean, I think, Mom also doesn't want to get stuck with a ton of leftovers, especially if it's just your parents at home and there's not a lot of kids in and out and all that good stuff. And she doesn't want it to go to waste and she wants to make sure you're taken care of. That's what she's doing. My suggestion, instead of hurting her feelings by snapping back at her that I said no, why don't you take them and then take them into the office or take them to a friend who might not have any food. Drop them off at a food bank or, if there's people maybe there's some people in your apartment complex that didn't go to dinner.
Yeah.
There's a million things you can do. Your mom still feels good that the leftovers aren't being wasted at her house and, and everybody can feel good after and you might help out somebody else. I'm telling you what, you bring any food into the radio station, you just leave it, walk away, come back. It is gone in like 45 seconds.
Yeah.
So,
well, you and I have worked in radio stations our whole life, basically. And the radio station, I call it the black hole because
it is.
There have been things like on the radio station free to eat table that I thought there is no way in God's green earth this will ever. And then by lunchtime, it's gone. And
you know what? It reminds me of the North Market Trading Post. There are things out there that sometimes we go, no one is ever taking that, and within 4 or 5 hours, it's out. It's out the door.
That's true.
So I think that is exactly what it is. So find yourself one of those places in your neck of the woods and take your mom's leftovers. She's worried about you. She wants to make sure you eat. And even if you don't eat it, she'll feel good that at least it's not going bad in her fridge.
The consensus, by the way, on the internet was to say, you know what, I can't. If there's pushback, you say, I don't have the space for them or I wouldn't have the chance to eat it. But if there's further pushback, you just give in, take it, and then pass it along to somebody who would
else.
Eat it. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, for sure.
Worst case scenario, you throw it away. But who would? Yeah, don't do that. But there you go. So.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, too. I always buy the extra containers so people can take stuff home. And to be honest, no one in my house, everyone who comes as a guest or whatever is asking for the leftovers. So I'm happy to share.
Oh, yeah, dude. That would be the one thing when I was coming home or whatever, I was waiting for leftovers, actually. I had an extra little cooler with me so that I could take it back and live for like a week without having to cook dinner. So I'm different, apparently, than everybody else because I would... leftovers, please.
Yeah, exactly.
There are a couple of good movies I wanted to see.
We need to go.
See the Running Man.
Is it still playing?
I don't know. You said we were going to go and you never did, so I was just kind of waiting.
Well, we can go. How about we go this weekend? Go after our remote on Friday.
All right. Yeah. After a little, that's Black Friday.
I know.
So, I don't know if there'll be a lot of people at the movie theater, but
I don't know.
Running Man is what
I want to see it.
I think that's pretty much. I was hoping that we would. We have a comedian that was going to come in here and chat with us. He was a guy that was for Christmas Cash for Kids. It's actually in your on your Facebook. He should be here. So,
Okay. Well, we can hang out a little bit longer. Let's see what else we got. Let's throw. Well, let me just ask. I want to ask you guys whether you're watching on TikTok, on my TikTok channel, or whether you're watching on one of the places we're streaming. So this is the one thing that's always gotten me. So Thanksgiving is a little bit different, but this is kind of sad, actually, to admit. So I have a day of admissions today. Sadness for losing the cat, and I'm typically pretty upbeat person. But all right. So when you go to dinner, and maybe it is Thanksgiving, but maybe it's just like your parents invite you over for dinner. Is it a long event? Like, what I'm saying is, do you get there like an hour early, and are there games that you're playing? Is there some interacting? Are you watching football? And then after the meal, are you doing the same so that it becomes kind of like a half a day, several hour affair?
Like for Thanksgiving?
Well, I'm mostly speaking about other events if you're just going to dinner at somebody's house, but even Thanksgiving in the past for me, it's so exhausting as the host or hostess. You've been cooking all day and you kind of get people in, you kind of want to kick them out the door. But I want to know for you, do you have any traditional things that you guys do when you gather with family during the holidays? Yeah. And is it a long affair, or are you just trying to get in, eat the food, and get out?
It's funny because there are times when I feel like doing that, but then other times when you just feel like visiting. I think for us, especially for the holidays, watching movies on Christmas Day, those types of things, we've done that for a while.
Yeah. And we're shaking things up this year by not being there on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. Let's see. Kevin says, games are for Christmas. Football, napping after the meal. I'm in and out in 2 to 3 hours. Christmas has gifts and games and lasts longer. I'm an introvert. Me too, Kevin. Me too. I'm happy at home and being left alone.
Yeah.
Me too.
I don't know if that's an age thing.
I feel you on that, though. I do, for sure. Yeah. And here's the other thing. To me, as an introvert, especially socially, your battery wears out.
Now, wait a minute, because there's people that are watching us right now.
I know. Everybody says it to me.
You're not. There's no way.
I guarantee you.
Introvert, you are out everywhere, doing everything, always with everybody.
Yeah. So just imagine as an introvert what that does to me. I am a literal, tried and true, tested social introvert. And what that means, not at work. At work, I can go into any room, talk to any group of people, entertain, have fun, do this twice a day, and that is no problem. Second nature. You make me walk into a room, even with people I already know, and I don't have a job, I cannot. It is very, very awkward and difficult for me. And I try to latch on to people. I typically will try to find somebody to go with me. That is my buffer. But yeah, I'm not good at that. Networking events, I am terrible at the social networking events. Like, hey, meet us, this group at a bar and, or whatever for meet somewhere. I am not good, because here's the thing. As a social introvert, I am very conscientious about to not do this when I'm out. We stand in circles for some reason. And so if you're an introvert, it's very hard to try to casually become part of the group. It's very closed off. So I always try to stand in a U, or make sure there's always room for people. Or if I see somebody come in, I always invite them over, because I know how horrible it can be if you don't feel included. So.
I also know there are people listening right now that have no idea what you're doing. You've just gone into the most detail that you actually know how you stand, who's in the circle.
When you're an introvert, these are things you look for. When you're an introvert, these are things you look for.
You don't just go into a room and look around.
No.
You've got circles.
I'm looking for exits. I'm looking for the wall.
What are you, a wanted criminal?
I'm serious.
Where's the CRTV? What do we got there? Closed caption?
Well, here's the thing. I'm spilling it all right now. So that is my weakness 100%, is just that not feeling, it's terrible.
That
terrible.
Is weird.
Oh, look. See, Kevin and I, he's same. Professionally, very outgoing. Yeah. Potential client or referral. Yes. Personally, want a buddy, would rather say, I am with you. 100%. We exist out there. And it is very, everyone says to me, there's no way you're that way. And that's because you know me like this. But yeah, in the social setting, I am no bueno. No bueno.
I don't mind crowds, although I am, and I think this is an age thing, because as the older I get, the less I want to be in anything. Like when that started, when you were doing your little trip there and everyone started coming in and getting on, I'm like, I gotta go, dude. I don't want to be next to a lot of people. I don't want to be, I generally don't like human beings. Anyway, but the funny thing, I get it. The funny thing for me is, and it's a little different because obviously being in the spotlight and having a job where you're meeting people constantly, even people that you don't want to meet, you always have to be on.
Oh, yeah.
And so
100%.
that is to me where I get burned. I'm like, I don't want to have to be, hey, you know what I mean?
Well, and here's the thing for me. I tell you this, 100% tried and true. I don't feel that way while I'm doing it. I don't feel like I am putting on something or acting a certain way. I am me. But there is a point at which that little battery just it has had enough, and it's and you're done, and then I just have to go because then I'm not good for anybody. But when you see me out, and please always come up to me. I love when people come up to me and let me know they know who I am, and they introduce themselves, and we have a great chat, and I love that. I love it 100%. I would never want that any different, so don't ever feel that way. It's just when it is my time, I might just Irish goodbye, and you'll go, hey, where'd she go? And it'd be like, well, my time limit was up. Really.
Yeah. Oh, I'm notorious for the Irish goodbye.
And here's the thing. The crowd thing, I'll tell you what killed me. So I was a tour director for a few years on the road, like staying in hotels, bus tours of 50 people. And of course, you're going to all the tourist places. Disneyland, Vegas, Disney World, Mount Rushmore, Chicago, LA, all these space. You never had open space ever. And that really started to get to me because the crowds, I don't like it anymore. And it just,
And generally people are stupid. Yeah. I mean, they're wandering around, and it's like I even walk on the sidewalk down on Market Street where we are, and there'll be like 3 people walking like 1 mile an hour looking at things, and I'll be behind. I'm like, dude, just let me. Why are people? You're not the only one on planet Earth. There are other things happening.
Yeah, there are other things.
My favorite is like you're at the mall and the guy will walk out of the department store looking backwards but walking forwards, and I just stand there, and then they get so close like, oh God, didn't see you. No kidding. You're looking behind yourself while walking forward.
It's even worse when there is some attraction. So a perfect example is Las Vegas. You go down where Fremont Street Experience is, which is all the huge canopy of lights, so everyone is looking up, and people are walking while they're doing that, trying to pay attention. You just can't do it.
It's so dumb. I tell you, I forget where I was. And we were at I don't know, it was a huge concert, but there was like a lot of stuff going on, and I was there for the radio station. And I noticed this line forming, and I'm like looking around, and then all of a sudden this line was inside of the venue, so it wasn't people waiting to come in. I'm like, what is going on? And I looked over there, and someone had bent down to tie their shoe, and everyone started waiting in line.
That happened.
Why are you even in line?
That happened at one of my trick-or-treat events.
What is that?
I used to do that at the mall. Someone literally was walking, and actually they stopped, I think, to talk to somebody, and people just lined up behind them. And then by the end of it, again, I'm like, as an events person, I'm like, what is happening here? And I walked all the way. There was 60 deep in that line. And
they're like, this is going to be so good. I can't wait till we get up there.
Not one person went, what is this? Why are we all stopped here? But yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's just human nature. I'm telling you, human nature.
Which is why I like animals.
Yeah. yes, for sure.
I know, it's so hard.
Yeah.
But,
for sure.
All right, so we got all those. They have a list here I thought was pretty interesting, because, and here's the thing, too. I think in the last 2 or 3 years, maybe since COVID, Celebrities, have you noticed like the celebrity thing is like nobody likes celebrities anymore. Like
No.
you could just
That to me is an age thing though. Like I don't even know who these people are anymore. I couldn't care less what they do. I don't look to copy any of them. I don't care what they're eating, wearing, promoting. I just don't. Any of them. None.
They have a thing, I don't know if this is BuzzFeed, I think it is, that says these celebrities give people the ick. There's a few on here that I'm surprised with. Number 10, Benson Boone. This person it's that dang mustache and his half unbuttoned shirt and his bodysuits. I think he was you know who that is?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think he was a swimmer, which is why he wears like onesies and all kinds of weird stuff.
Oh, okay.
But the Justin Timberlake, this person said the DUI ruined the world tour. And then obviously, I don't know if you saw when everyone started making fun of him because he was in that little harness that didn't do him any justice.
Yep.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
So he's on list number 5, Taylor Swift. I could see that. That's more, I think, of just somebody that has so much.
That's a I call that in
burn.
Australia, the term is the tall poppy syndrome. So as soon as everybody wants to lift somebody up, and then once they get a little bit too high, everybody wants to cut their legs out.
Yeah.
Not everybody, obviously, but that is a love or hate thing, I think, and for Taylor Swift. So
Top 2 on this list, I think, is pretty bizarre. This one because I love this guy, Chris Pratt. This person says tweets are so embarrassing. I don't know. Chris Pratt to me is, he's awesome. He's always funny. He's very nice. You can tell he's genuine. So I'm not sure why he's on it. But again, maybe because he's been in all of the Jurassic Park movies and he's in, the Marvel movies. So maybe people are just tired of seeing him. Number 1 on the list of celebrities that give people the Katy Perry.
oh well, yeah. I agree.
This person says,
I agree with that.
Really?
Yes,
So
100%.
Disingenuous on Idol, head over the top antics, a general pick-me energy. Way too much.
Yeah, 100%.
Really?
100%. Yeah. And then the whole going up in space and telling us all how freaking amazing that was and how she, I don't know, changed the world by I don't even know any of that was. Yeah, I did look. I don't look to anyone in Hollywood for anything. And there is just some weird stuff coming out of Hollywood that just, again, I believe that now we are kind of seeing them for what they are. And, kids should not idolize people like that. They even athletes, they should idolize teachers and firemen and their, people in their town, their parents, you know what I mean? Like
I see that. I also see a little bit different. I think that with the introduction of TikTok and YouTube, and I think some of these viral personalities that are influencers are starting to take some of that real estate from some of these A-list celebrities.
Oh, 100%, because it's uncontrolled.
Right.
I think the problem I have with, let's just call it Hollywood, and this would be all. Even musicians. So all people who kind of come through those channels that are kind of that mainstream control is it is fake. It's set up. Yeah. It is produced from start to finish. People are chosen not for their talents so much as how well they can be molded and how well they'll follow instruction and what they'll do and say and blah, 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 how well they'll be controlled. What I love about the internet, and I even loved it back with YouTube, is that, and now with TikTok especially, independent people can be more successful and less handled than some of the Hollywood things. And I love pure raw talent. I love seeing talented kids doing their thing and talented athletes and people doing amazing stuff. That the Good Morning Frederick philosophy was, well, what I discovered really doing the show is we have so many incredible people doing amazing things right under the radar. And I love to shine a little light on that. And that's what I love about the access that every kid or, musician or athlete has. I saw a great video the other day. Some kid in his backyard throwing a football from the time he was and video. He had video progression from when he was probably 11 until he was in college, and the sound that was behind him was about, you have to do something 1,000 times, 100 times a day. Get out there, throw the ball, hit the ball, do the thing. And it shows that, that grit, that tenacity, he might, I don't know if he's somebody people know or not, but just the drive, that is inspiring. That is inspiring to me. Not somebody getting, chosen and put on stage in the big lights and forced upon people.
Yeah. Heather says, I'm glad I'm not the only one who noticed this. You guys are making me laugh. Checking in, Gwen Hartford, big Ohio State fan. Kevin Webb, big Michigan fan, and I think that game is coming up.
Oh, boy.
So, but they do not like each other, and there's a lot of taunting going on back and forth for that one. So,
yeah.
So so that's what I kind of see that, and it's weird the space that the people are famous for, even like locally, like you are people everywhere you go, people see you, they know you, and it's also I think it's a little different because the influencers and the people on TikTok and the people like you and that are doing these shows locally, the one thing that Brad Pitt and all the Robert Downey Jr., it's like you're touchable. They can see you over at Food Lion. They can see you down at Warehouse Cinemas, and they know that these other people are not. And I think that's just something special because you get to. It's the human interaction, really, is what it is.
I will always be that way. Yeah, it's just, look. I just think I'm nothing special. I just happen to be doing something that people see and watch and hopefully love. Just like this show. We are all about having a good time and making you laugh a little bit when you've had a bad day like I've had. Maybe we can put a smile on your face with that. And, we're all human. And that I will always try to be as sincere and human as possible. I think that's the most important.
Yeah, well, I agree. I agree. All right, well, that's going to do it for us. We're going to go home and look for our cat again.
Yes, sit outside.
If you missed that. Got out. So if you're in the Yellow Springs area and you see a black cat, don't chase it.
In the middle of the night, yeah.
Don't chase it.
Probably not going to be good, but it'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll be out there with a flashlight that is actually just a little bit, not as light as the sun, just a little lower than that.
Yeah, so if you do see the flash beams of some
it's not
bright light, some satellite, that will be us out searching for a little REM. All right. Thank you guys so much. Liking, sharing, commenting. Make sure you subscribe to not only, you can subscribe to Everything Frederick Live on YouTube. That will make sure you get this show live from Studio 401 every night. You're going to get Good Morning Frederick every day, weekday. And we are launching some amazing programming. Today, we launched the very first Heart of Downtown Frederick podcast. That will be weekly. Very soon, we've got a cooking show that will be starting, and that's going to be live on the channel as well. And we're working on a psychic coming in, which is going to be a lot of fun, and she is amazing. You guys are going to love her. We're going to have some studio audience opportunities, so if you're in this area, you're going to want to make sure and keep following along so you don't miss out.
But for Kevin, for Gwen, I'm not sure where Heather is. I think Heather might be also, but if you do want to participate with the psychic, I think it's going to be pretty big. We will try to do one long distance, one or two.
Oh, yeah. We're going to let you dial in.
Yeah.
She's good. We're going to let you dial in, and then we're going to have some in-studio stuff, too. So it's going to be really great. We appreciate the support as we're getting rolling, and appreciate your patience with us. You guys are great. Have an awesome night. And if for some reason we don't see you before Thanksgiving, have a wonderful time with your family and friends.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thanks for following us here.